You are honorably welcome to a Hilly's talk show. Vivid View.
Sing and do it.
Don't be your own worst enemy. Be your own best friend. Bagam, say something. Somebody.
My name is Grace Williams. Don't be your own worst enemy. Be your own best friend. This simply means have self-love. Thank you.
My name is Adebisi. Don't be your own worst enemy. Be your own best friend. It means to love yourself for who you are. Thank you.
My name is Temitayo Ashaolu. Don't be your own worst enemy. Be your own best friend. This simply means you have to be your own self-motivator.
Thank you so much for the answers given to that teasers. Somebody may wonder, can someone be his own worst enemy? Yes, you can be your own worst enemy by your own utterances. Most times, whatever we say comes to pass because there is power in the word. Oh, my own don't finish. Oh, I don't think I'll be able to amount to anything. I said it, I can never get it. And so it will be. But when you agree with yourself too, how you can become your own friend is not someone that's doing it. If someone doing this one doesn't have two heads, so I can do it. And indeed, you can do it. That's how you become your best friend. You speak good things concerning yourself. Look into your mirror. You will think it's just a joke, but I did that when I was growing up. I look at the mirror and be speaking to myself. Oh, this guy fine. Oh, look at my pointed nose. Look at this. No. And that is it. So you can be your own worst enemy with your utterances and the way you behave. You can also be your own best friend with your utterances too, and also the way you behave. But I'm asking you from this platform that you be your best friend rather than be your worst enemy. Believe in yourself. Be motivated by yourself. I can do it. And indeed, you will do it. Whether in your family, people don't look down your family, you came from a very poor background, the poverty there, that me won't break them. You can break poverty from your family. Confess positively. It shows you love yourself. And you must love yourself. Because you can even love others. Remember Jesus said, love your enemies as yourself. So if you don't even love yourself, how can you love others? So please, don't, no matter the circumstances around you, things might be difficult sometimes. Because the world we are in is a little bit tough to you young ones. But don't be your own self-enemy by condemning yourself, by thinking you cannot do this. Just say, I will always do it. Remember that former president of America, Obama, he said, yes, I can, isn't it? I can. And wasn't able to be a president of America, the first black person. So because he believed in himself, he was self-motivated. He had that self-confidence that I can be a president, I can lead America. What's there? And he did, he got it. He got a ticket and he won. So please don't be your own self-enemy. Be your own self-friend. All right, we continue with our discussion for today. From experience, loving yourself in the right direction is as good as living your life in its full potentials. Practicing self-care and self-love is the topic for today's discussion. We shall go for a short break, and when we come back, the guests will be introduced. Please don't touch your dial. Vivid View.
Sing and do it.
Welcome back. In case you're just joining us, the topic is practicing self-care and self-love. And with me in the studio is a journalist. Let's make welcome Olani Reti Olusegun.
Vivid View.
Sing and do it.
Please, before discussion proper, follow us on our social media handles are displayed on the screen. Olusegun, you're welcome again.
Thank you so much.
Yes. So your brief introduction, definition, and the perspective on the subject matter.
Talking about self-care and self-love. As a matter of fact, I want to place the self-love first.
Before self-care.
Exactly. Because the love thing is a mindset thing, while the care is an action word. And It is only when you love yourself, you can later care for yourself. If you don't love yourself, there's no way you can care for yourself. So I would say self-love and self-care, they are basic skills in living a healthy life. If you want to live a healthy life, you want to live comfortably, you just have to love yourself. If you don't love yourself, no one will. There was an advert not quite long. A mother was asking the children, or saying to the children, that if I don't care for you, who will? So we all understand the relationship between a mother and child. So it's more or less you at that stage, at that level, catering for yourself, caring for yourself. So you just have to prioritize yourself. You must love yourself. You must place yourself above every other thing, above all limitations and obstacles, and ensure that you live a healthy living. I want to pause at that for now.
Right, thank you so much. What does loving yourself truly mean, and how do you practice it daily?
Thank you so much. Loving yourself, you have to understand, you said something during your introduction, making a positive declaration on daily basis.
Yes.
Because there's strong power in the tongue. Whatever you say, we will discover that whatever we confess in the morning, whatever we declare for ourselves, probably come to manifestation. And when you declare negatively, I'm afraid you may get such a result. So you must make it a constant practice on daily basis to declare positively upon your life. That is one. Talking about self-love, make sure nobody look down on you. You must know your self-worth. Whatever you are doing, the society we belong to will push anything at you. It is now expected of you not to settle for less. Know your worth. When they tell you this is your limit, it is left to you to say, no, I can rise far and above that. And you go for it. And once you are determined, the sky is a stepping stone. You'll surely get there. So make it an habit on daily basis. And at the same time, talking about self-care, you must ensure that you are not overwhelmed with whatever you are doing, because all these things have effect on your mental health. And when your mental health is being dented, automatically you are not going to be productive. So on daily basis, make sure you set all these priorities for yourself so that you can get there. Thank you.
So how do you not begin on daily basis? For me, you begin with prayers. For those of us that are Christians, even Muslims, they pray too. Begin with prayers in the morning. Commit yourself and your way to the hands of God. You say, commit your way to my hands, and He will establish your path.
Sure.
So that's first and foremost right now. And being thankful to God for who you are, what He has made you for. Then you, of course, you have your own plans on daily basis. Anybody that does not have plan what you're going to do, then I don't think you are in this world. Because before you sleep last night, first and foremost, you go through your brain, you know, a kind of examination. What have I done now? You will just check around what you have done. Did I meet all my plans for the day? If you didn't meet your plans, okay, I will begin from this I didn't do today. I'll begin it from there. Then I see how other ones you've done. Whether you have a job or not, if your plans yourself, because you don't have a job, you just to sleep and wake up, then how many hours will I sleep again in the afternoon? It's a plan. But that's not what to wish for you as youths. So you begin by that by loving yourself. If I continue this kind of way, shall I even be somebody in future? Can I even get to my goal? So these are plans you have, and it's just executing them one after the other. You say good things to yourself like we said before. You must. So if you just say, this guy no good, just look at yourself. Yes, I'm good. God, thank you for making me who I am. You must appreciate God and appreciate who you are, and then ask on a daily basis. Then every other thing really will follow. We'll take a break now. Vivid View.
Say it and do it.
Welcome back. We're still discussing practicing self-love and self-care. And then like they say, how do you speak to yourself when you make a mistake?
Yes, mistakes are bound to happen. That is reminding you consciously that you are human, because there's no perfect being anywhere aside our Creator. And when you make mistakes, it is bound that you rise again. Everybody will fall and definitely get up. While you are being given birth to, as during the cradle, as a toddler, there are steps you take in life, and when you fall, even as a toddler, it is expected that you make another attempt. And when you hesitate, it is even a minus factor. But the fact remains that you must know and tell yourself that I can do this thing. Those that are chartered accountants will tell you, I can. That is the institute they pass through. Yes. So they add that determination from the outset before they enroll, before they even get chartered. Tell yourself, I can. If they can't, they won't even enroll in the first place. And winners don't quit. Quitters don't win. So the shot is yours to be called. That whatever I set myself to achieve, I'll definitely get there. My target is my target. You don't allow anybody, I stated earlier, to give you a benchmark or say this is your limit. So on daily basis, when you wake, even when you commit errors make you better at every shot you do. Just look at it, reassess yourself. Where have I gotten this wrong? Yes, if I do it this way or be strategic this other way, I can get it better. So you only need to give it a new attempt, another strategy, and if you believe, you can. So believing in yourself starts first with you. As a matter of fact, if you don't believe in yourself, nobody will believe in you. Some people will even know that you can do it, but deliberately, because of the society we belong to, they want to discourage you, but it is left to you to stand firm and stand tall and make sure you get results.
Thank you. If you make mistake, you don't need to remain there. One of our greatest preacher, late Archbishop, that was, I say, when you fall, get up and run. That's just like a race, you know. When you fall, get up and continue. Those days, even when you are handing over baton and you're batting for, you were encouraged to pick it and continue. Then, if you now drop, maybe that's their new law. If you drop, you just walk to the field. But you expected to continue, pick it up and continue. If you make mistake, like people say, it's a stepping stone to success. You need to look at it. Where did the mistake come from? Hey, I missed this thing. I'm not going to miss it again. Okay, now look at the loopholes where the mistake come from. Then to say, it's finished now. I said it. I said, like I was saying about loving, being your own best friend and not your best enemy. I said, nothing will come out of me. And I didn't want to do it. They just forced me to do it. I knew this is going to be the result. I've heard people say so. I'm not just joking. I heard people say so. I know this is going to be. I didn't want to. They push me to see now. I failed now. If I tell them they don't believe it, I cannot do it. But that shouldn't be your answer. Your answer is to look inward. Where did this mistake come from? And then pick it up from there. We were told that the man that brought this electricity tried 999 times.
Exactly.
Before he got it. 999 times. Before he got it. So if you are giving up, now we will enjoy what you're enjoying now. We're not enjoying with this life being here. So don't just relax if you made a mistake. Be just, I've made a mistake, God help me. Next time I'm going to do it better. And work towards it and you do it better. All right. In what situations do you feel the need to seek external validation? If
you ask me genuinely, talking about validation, I think it has to do with people with a low self-esteem.
Yeah.
You have to improve on yourself. You ensure that you are not timid. A lot of people are very timid before they embark on anything. They need somebody to give them a push. And the life and society we belong to now, nobody's pushing anybody. I stumbled on a young man. Exactly. I stumbled on a young man recently that said, there's nobody helping me. And I told him, who will help you? Go and ask those you expected to help you. How they manage themselves, how they scale through the hurdles that life sets before them. So it is your own course, it is your own cross. You just have to bear it. And you must ensure you stand tall. So talking about validation, you may not even get it. That is a bitter truth. I recall sometimes back, I and few other friends, we wanted to start a particular publication and we needed a financial support. So we approached a public office holder to give us support. And he told us, can you guys do this? You can't. He started querying it. We were not there for validation. We needed financial help. But he was trying to validate and to also turn it down that you can't do this. Instead of doing this publication, why can't you? So he made a reference to Papa Ajasco. Back then, it used to be a cartoon. So he said, why can't you guys go and get started with that? So that was how he tried to talk us out of our own vision. But to the glory of God, in the long run, we were able to achieve it because we didn't get the help we needed from him. But we decided, because we were determined, to move on. And earlier, the anchor said something about the former president of United States.
Yes,
that is
Obama.
Barack Obama. Even we have another example here in Nigeria. The present president of this nation, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, didn't get the validation of so many people.
Yeah.
Even those that we assume belong to his kitchen cabinet, they stood against him. And that was when we got the popular slogan of a Milokon. But he was so determined, he validated himself. He felt he needed these people not. I can go on. He believed in himself. So I am telling you today that for anything and everything you want to do, yes, you might need to do your survey. You might need to do necessary consultation. But don't wait for validation of anybody to embark on something you believe in. Just ensure that your self-worth is not played down, is not undermined, and it starts with you. So I tell you today that it begins with you. Don't wait for anybody's validation. Just take the first step. All you need to do is not to despise the days of your little beginning. Take that step, and a little drop will definitely make a ocean. I can tell you, you'll get there. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. You just spoke from your own experience, but external validation sometimes also very, very important. You know, this comes from mentors, you know, mentors to their mentee. They will want to know whether you are really sure of what you want to do. That's why they will give you a little push to ask, are you sure? Try to talk you out from that, your plan. And then when you sit and stand on your faith, that, no, this is what I want to do, with good and better explanations, they will, some of them, or most of them will actually say, go ahead. I just want to be sure that you know what you want to go into. And so external validation sometimes also very, very key to also help you. Sometimes it also depends on who you meet or who you use as a mentor. That's why we also say, please look carefully before you choose your mentor, not the mentor that will actually talk you down. Because unfortunately, you want people met talk you down instead of helping, and then that creates a kind of fear in you and all that. But we have seen mentors that really validated their mentees, and they really came out, you know, one of the best society. How do you handle stress and manage multiple tasks in your daily life?
That is one thing that most of us are not getting right. We always want to get results, and we are overwhelmed with so many things. Talking about self-care, this is where we need to ensure that we are at our best at all times. A lot of people work for different bosses, under different supervision, and they give them deadline, timeline. Let's not forget, health is wealth. It is only when you are at your best that your mental health will also be productive at its optimal. We must ensure that we prioritize our itineraries. When we should go for break, we should. Non-minding whose source is God's. We must ensure that we must be refreshed at all times. It is only when you are refreshed you will come back with sources. If you don't do that, I'm afraid you are going nowhere. So we must prioritize our itinerary, put ourselves in consideration. If I do this at this particular time, I must take a break to refresh my soul, my body, and my spirit. And I must come back shining on daily basis. I think we should put that in consideration.
Yeah, that's true. And I also have a philosophy. I say, plan your work and work your plan. You just mentioned prioritize what you want to do, because that's the only way we can reduce stress. But when you don't have plan, when you do not prioritize, you do this on half, you do this on half, you do this. You just be confused at some point. So it's good for you to be orderly in whatever you are doing. Plan it, arrange them. This one come before this one come before, according to priority. By the time you do that, you will be less stressed. The heat that will come out from your body will be less. But when you are honestly, you almost find yourself doing 10 things at the same time. Jack of all trades, master of none. You know, so you just do it and you do all of them half. So it's important that you plan your work and work your plan, prioritize so that you can reduce stress, because that is one of the things. And like we mentioned, self-care and self-love. So you need to do what we're just saying, and that's the only way that we can help you. Now we'll take a break. Now we'll come back to be time for question and answer. Vivid view.
Say and do it.